I think you found the perfect boyfriend, but your phone knows better. I'm Kim, and 3 weeks ago, I started dating Josh. He was the captain of the team, straight A's, and he always bought me flowers. I thought I was the luckiest girl in the world, but things got weird fast. We were at the park for our second date, when Josh took my phone, and started deleting my guy friends off my followers list. I'm just protecting our relationship, he said with a smile. Suddenly, my smartwatch buzzed. It was an anonymous alert. Red flag, controlling your social media is not love. I tried to ignore it, but the alerts followed me everywhere. When Josh told me I shouldn't wear my favorite skirt, because it was too much, my phone buzzed in my pocket. Red flag, he's attacking your self-esteem. I started to get paranoid. Who was watching us? Was I being hacked? I went to my best friend Troy. He's a total tech geek, always on his laptop. I showed him the messages, crying, telling him someone was stalking me. Troy looked me dead in the eyes, his face totally serious. He didn't say a word. He just typed something into his computer, and my phone buzzed again with a new message. The screen said, red flag. You're crying over a guy who's supposed to make you happy. Wake up, Kim. I looked at Troy and my heart stopped. It was him. Troy was the one sending the flags. I felt betrayed, angry, and honestly, a little scared. I snatched my phone back and yelled, Troy, how could you? You've been spying on my private life this whole time? Troy didn't even flinch. He just turned his laptop screen around. It wasn't just my phone data, it was a file on Josh. I'm not spying on you, Kim, he said quietly. I'm tracking him. Do you know why Josh moved to this school mid-semester? Because he was expelled from his last one, for doing the exact same thing to his ex-girlfriend. My jaw dropped. Troy showed me a series of messages Josh had sent to a girl named Sarah at his old school. They were identical to the ones he was sending me. The same guilt trips, the same control. I sent those flags to wake you up, before he did to you what he did to her. Troy explained. He's a predator, Kim. He finds girls who are kind and tries to break them. Just then my phone buzzed. It was a text from Josh. Why aren't you answering? I'm outside your house. Come out now. I looked at Troy, then at the door. I realized the red flags weren't a prank. They were a lifeline. Josh was standing outside my house, blowing up my phone because I wouldn't come out. I could see his shadow through the curtains. And for the first time, I wasn't just annoyed. I was terrified. But Troy grabbed my hand. Don't let him get in your head, Kim. We have the proof. We didn't open the door. Instead, Troy hit send on an email to the school board, the police, and every student in our grade. Seconds later, I heard Josh's phone start pinging like crazy. He looked at his screen, his face turning from angry to pure panic. He realized his secret was out. The whole school knew why he was really expelled. Josh started banging on the door, screaming that I was ruining his life. But then, the flashing blue and red lights appeared. Troy had called them the moment we found the files. Watching Josh get escorted away by the police was the most relief I've ever felt. The golden boy was finally finished. The next day at school, the atmosphere was different. Girls I didn't even know came up to thank me, and Troy for exposing him. I realized then that Troy wasn't stalking me. He was the only one who cared enough to protect me, when I was too blinded by a perfect lie to see the truth. I looked at my phone, and saw one last notification from Troy. No red flag this time, just a green heart. Green flag, you're safe now. Want to go get some actual ice cream? I smiled. For the first time, I was choosing a real friend over a fake dream. It's been a week since Josh was taken away, and the school finally feels quiet again. No more looking over my shoulder, no more second-guessing every text. But I still hadn't talked to Troy about everything. I found him in the library, right where he always is, buried in his laptop. I sat down next to him, and stayed silent for a minute. Troy, I whispered, you saved me. If you hadn't sent those flags, if you hadn't been brave enough to hack into his past, I don't know where I'd be right now. Troy finally looked up, and for the first time, I saw how tired he actually was, from staying up all those nights protecting me. I didn't do it to be a hero, Kim, he said, closing his laptop. I did it because I've known you since we were 5. I know what your real smile looks like. And Josh was making it disappear. I couldn't just sit back and watch that happen. My heart did a weird flutter, and this time, it wasn't a warning. We walked out of the school together, and my phone buzzed. I flinched for a second, a habit I still hadn't broken. But when I looked at the screen, it was a message Troy had just sent from his pocket. It was a picture of us from kindergarten, with a caption that said, Ultimate green flag. Loyalty matters more than looks. I realized then that the perfect guy isn't the one who buys you flowers. It's the one who stays in the trenches to keep you safe. I grabbed his hand, and we walked toward the ice cream shop. No more flags, just us.